of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shama-lama ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop. This guy's married to Betty Boop. Epic. My name is Lisa Doop, and I am Mr. Boop.
My name's Ryan Pfeiffer, and I just read a very funny tweet from the Popeye Twitter account. And I'm Mr. Boop.
But more importantly, the first one. The first thing.
The Popeye Twitter account?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Right. Of course, obviously.
Of course.
That's why we've got all those Being Mrs. Popeye taglines.
There's one.
All of them.
There's one tagline, and we just don't have enough that it doesn't come up all the time.
I'll add more.
Oh, I had an idea for one.
Okay. Ryan, it's Monday, April 26th, 2020, and today we're reading the 70th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
Lisa, in today's Mr. Boop, it's been months and Alec is still in a coma. Has it been months?
Yeah, it's been months.
Oh, it says in the strip. Okay. Spoiler alert.
Hey, man, what are you doing? Okay, Ryan.
What?
In panel 1...
Hang on, wait.
Oh?
Shadow synopsis
how could I forget?
Is coming up just after the break.
Yeah. Everybody, this is the break where we're advertising to you Minnie Mouse sweatsuit. No, not sweatsuit. Pantsuits. You hear about this?
Oh my god.
We're
advertising to you green M&M sneakers.
Yeah, we're advertising the Dream M&M sneakers.
Dream M&M?
Dream M&M. Support your favorite SMP.
Shadow synopsis. It's hard to see Betty like this. Electries.
It's true. It's not easy.
It's not easy being green M&M. Okay, go on.
Okay, panel 1.
I have to upload the last episode to YouTube, so you go ahead.
Okay, panel 1. We have Betty Boop standing over a little man who we must assume is Betty as his husband. Betty, Alec Boop.
Mm-hmm.
And Alec Boop is the star of this comic, Mr. Boop, and we've been reading 70 issues of it so far. He's in a coma, as from the previous strip and the one before that, and she's thinking to herself, "It's been months, and the love of my life is still in the coma."
See?
She's in. See? It's been months. See?
My husband's dead. See? He's in a coma. See? He's not dead.
Yeah, exactly. See.
See.
See. Closed captions. Copyrighted. She's got she's looking real sad. It's hard to see her like this. You know, she's got droopy eyes, kind of like a dog.
I just noticed Popeye's Twitter it says it's through Sprout Social, like spinach sprouts. It's funny. Like instead of on Twitter from Android or whatever, it says Sprout Social. Mm-hmm. It's funny.
That's pretty funny, I think.
All right, go ahead.
That's not in
the comic.
I think that's actually in panel 2.5. Popeye shows up and says, "Hey everybody, it's me, Popeye, see?"
Popeye shows up and says, "Need spinach." That was the tweet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Panel 2, Betty is looking angry. She's crying and she's looking angry at the audience. Not the audience, the right panel, off screen. And she says, her eyes are lopsided, I think. And she says, "I would give anything for my husband to wake up right now," and right is underlined. I can't stop doing this voice.
I physically cannot.
It ends with 2 electro points, and right is underlined. Panel 3. More in panel 3. It's the same shot as panel 1, which was the flapper shot, in case you were not in the know. And she's thinking to herself...
Was it? Let me see. I haven't looked at the strip yet.
Yeah, this is the final...
Yeah, panel 1 and 3 and 4 are the flapper shot.
Yeah.
Which one are you on?
Panel 3.
Okay. Make sure
to
say that flapper that panel 4 is maybe a little bit closer.
Okay. I'll remember. Panel 3. Betty's looking over to the left now, stage left. She's rubbing her arm.
Stage left, see.
The stage left, stage right. Exit, stage left.
Exit stage left, even. What are we doing?
And Betty is looking, and she's got like a little, what is that? Electries? Yeah, electries.
Yes.
Those are electries? Yeah.
That her speech bubble only contains an electries.
Mm-hmm. It's like if she was texting something she was texting, but her message hadn't sent yet, you know?
Yes, that is exactly how it looks.
The exact thing. You guys are familiar with that, sure. Panel 4. She's looking up to the sky again, like she's contacting God themselves, and she is crying again, and she says, "Okay, right now," and right has an absurd amount of eyes in it. You wouldn't believe. And okay has an absurd amount of electries. Probably like 1.5. Absurd.
1 1/3.
Ah.
There's 4 dots. It's an extended electries.
It's an electries times 2. Electries squared.
It's not times 2.
Add
or
it to the
squared.
slang guide. Add it to the slang guide.
No, we're not. We're done editing the slang guide. The slang guide is locked. I think we literally did lock it.
Yeah, we can't edit it anymore. And she's thinking to herself, "I know this won't work. I'm just sad."
Yeah, that's what her thought bubble says.
Yeah, and it's like she's like, because without that, it would be like, oh, Betty's kind of dumb and childish in thinking that this would work. But we know that she's just a real human being who just is sad.
Do you think she was actually thinking this, or Alec added this so that people would know?
Well,
because otherwise she's kind of breaking the fourth wall, or maybe she's trying to convince herself that she knows it won't work.
Well, you got to remember that Alec is so much in love with his wife, and they're so close to each other that of course she knows what she's thinking at all times. So
yes,
yeah, of course.
Yes,
of course she really.
But that doesn't mean she necessarily thought this exactly.
No, she did. You think Alec's lying to us?
Not lying. It's artistic liberty.
I don't think Alec believes in artistic liberty. At least not when he's talking about his real life wife, Betty Boop.
He's got no artistic liberty.
Yeah, exactly. The old ball and chain, make sure of that. I think we're done here. What do you think of this one, Alec? I like this one.
And chain. Let me see.
Betty.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Betty's a fun cat. I like the characterization of Betty here. It kind of gives her
we don't always get a lot of that.
Yeah.
So that's neat.
I think we're done. You've been listening to Being Mr. Boop. That face when you're Mr. Boop. You can visit the show's website at You can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for our full catalog of episodes, or to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop on Twitter.
She was a little lucky guy. So in love, might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Shamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.